Good day. Working on this game, Catfight. Local multiplayer. Let's take a look at what we got so far. Rat just ran into our yarn ball. Well, just kind of play around so far with what I have. I'll explain a little bit of what I have so far. So we're playing as a cat. You can collect these items, yarn balls or laser pointers. Right now I have a laser pointer equipped. I can lock onto this rat right here, and I'll try to leap at him. Yep, I got him. And the yarn ball, if anyone touches this yarn ball while I'm holding it, it's gonna make them hurt. It will defeat the rats. So I'm gonna chase these rats down with this yarn ball. Oh, I just hit one of the golden ones. The golden ones have a little bit more life. Oh, and that was it. That was a time match. This is a little bit of Catfight. This is what this game is about. You play with other players, of course, and you're going to either choose timed modes, where the one with the most score at the end wins. You can pounce at them too. I'm trying to pounce. Oh, I landed on him. Hey, that was pretty good. I just added this feature where there's a little bit of a feedback system that tells you where you're going to land. And that actually helps quite a lot. That's nice. This is kind of my first time actually playtesting this one. And that's just what we're doing here. This is still very early on in development. We're just playtesting some features, and mainly what I wanted to do today was build out a level, because right now I've just been in this kind of debug test level, and I have an asset pack installed with a house, furniture, all the stuff you could ever possibly need, and I want to use some of that to actually build a level out. That asset pack comes with a house, but the house it comes with is just so tiny, and this game is very fast paced, so the levels I feel like need to be pretty big and open, not too tight quartered, not too cramped. But yeah, I'm just chasing around these rats. I'm pouncing at them. If we sit in these boxes right here, this is going to be a perchable zone. So if you Oh, game is over. Let me explain the perchable zone real quick. So we have a perchable zone, and this is going to be like a couch. If you go and perch, you're going to power up. Yes. So you got your power up, and eventually you achieve the zoomy state, which you've probably seen, where I just start going really fast, just super crazy, and I got this aura, this golden aura around me. That is when you are in the zoomy state, and you can see at the top left of the screen that shows the zoomy bar. It's always kind of filling up slowly, so you're going to achieve zoomy state regardless, one point or another. You fill up that zoomy bar by defeating rats or smacking other players if you're playing with other kitty cats, or like I said, you can sit in this perchable zone right here. Whoo, and then you'll power up real quick. Now I am unstoppable. I have a yarn ball in my hand. I'm going to chase down these rats. Something this game needs desperately is some more sound effects. I have some generated kind of sine waves for the footsteps. They don't really sound like footsteps. I need better footstep sounds. And I don't think the audio is even coming through right now, which isn't too big of a deal because, like I said, there's not even too much audio to... Ooh, I just bounced the ball and hit myself. That was interesting. Gotta be careful about that. I'm gonna power up here. Maybe chase some more rats. then we'll get to developing here in a minute. I just wanted to kind of, I'm going to take a moment here just to sip some of my banana blueberry smoothie. Come up with the game plan. Kind of just look at everything that I have so far developed. And what needs to be done. So we have game modes, we have some items, we need the maps. I feel like maps are really important. We have some hurtables. That's another thing we have. I forgot to say, we have like this toilet over here, which I don't think I'm going to have be a hurtable, something that can hurt you. But just for right now, I just put this toilet does damage, so if you touch the toilet, you get respawned and you lose a life because you touch the toilet, and the toilet is hurtable right now. It's hurting you. So again, I don't think that's going to be hurtable. If anything, I think the toilet should be a perchable zone where you can perch on it, and that's going to charge you up. I think that'll be really fun. So yeah, we're going to make the toilets perchable zones so you can power up on the toilet. It only makes sense. So again, I have this yarn ball right here. If I toss the yarn ball, boop, oh, I just hit some rats. Oh, I wanted to show you some of the yarn ball mechanics. Okay, let me pick up that yarn ball again. So the yarn ball is sitting right here. It's just floating. I pick up the yarn ball, and I toss the yarn ball. It bounces off the wall, and then it becomes pick-upable again. I think it has 3 shots it can do. Let's see if this works. So we did 1 shot. That was our second shot. I'm gonna go pick it up again. Let's see how many times we can shoot this thing. Oh, that was the 3rd one, I think. Let's see. Is it ever gonna go away? Huh. Nope, I don't think so. Okay, I guess we just have infinite yarn ball, which I guess is okay for right now. I could just make the respawn time really slow for the yarn ball, because right now, oh, I'm gonna get zoomy state. Right now, the respawn state on that yarn ball is really short. I think it's like 5 seconds or something like that. So I don't want to have too many yarn balls on the field. You know what I mean? We got to make sure that things are kind of balanced too. So I'm just going to see how many yarn balls I can have. Because yeah, if we can just keep on getting like a lot of yarn balls on the field, that could be a problem. But I'm also okay with making things just over the top goofy too. Like there could be specific game modes where maybe having tons of yarn balls is just all over the field. Could be fun too. But yeah, that was a lot of yarn balls I had on the field. So I'll have to decide whether or not we're gonna just leave it with, once a yarn ball is spawned, it can just be used forever and then it keeps on respawning more yarn balls, or there's got to be some sort of limit. I feel like there's got to be some sort, but I just don't know what that is yet. Hopefully y'all can hear me. This is my first time kind of playing with this different stream. Oh, I guess I can actually turn up volume on my phone. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Yep. Okay. It is confirmed. I can hear myself on the phone. It's working. It's a good thing. Okay, so we're in the lobby right now, and we're in the catfight preview. That's good banana drink. Okay, so I think at this point, let me do one more playthrough. I don't know if there's anything else I need to really explain. I'm just explaining for you, your benefit and my own, just kind of gathering my thoughts. So we can jump, we can charge our jump. The farther we jump, the bigger splash radius we have of affecting whatever we land on. This is like our pounce attack. And then I have it labeled as swipe, but right now we just have this animation where he just kind of dips down Anyway, that's our attack. I'm gonna make it. We just built out a control rig for this cat model in Unreal. I had a skeletal rig I could animate in Blender, but I can't find where that blend file went. So I just made a version of a control rig to use in Unreal, which I can use to animate. So I'm going to animate a few different animations. One of the ones I need is swiping. So the way I want swiping to work is once you press the swipe button, I want you to swipe with one of your hands, left or right, and then once the swipe during the animation reaches a certain point during the swipe, probably, you know, out in front of the character, that's when it'll activate the hitbox for affecting hitting, counting as a hit. And then I don't want you to be able to, oop, game's over. I don't want you to be able to press the swipe button again. Like, you shouldn't be able to mash it and just like do it. Right now you can just press the swipe button as much as you want, and it's going to, let's see if I can get over here, swipe them. If I get close to it right and I'm just spamming it, it's gonna hit them no matter what. But I want the hitbox to hit, oh, there we go, I just hit him right there. And then once you achieve zoomy state, I want you to be able to swipe a lot faster. So the animations are going to play a little slower in this regular state, but once you're in zoomy, you can do more of like a spammy action where you can just kind of spam your swipe all over the place. That's my idea anyways. And then, oh yeah, we have this evade option as well, which I feel like, yeah, right now it's not taking any zoomy meter, so we need to update that as well. So, okay. I should do that zoomy. Let's check our player controller right here and see if we can change how much zoomy is taken from when you, not pounce, but evade. Here we go, evade. Can evade. Okay, so let's see, would it be in combat? No. Pounce, movement. No. Okay, so I think that's going to need to be a system that we're going to need to add. That's okay. Again, I mainly want to focus on building the level today. I'm curious real quick if I'm able to voice command while I'm live streaming, because usually when you're using a microphone from one device, right now I'm using it for live streaming, you can't use it for another, which I want to see if I can do a voice command. So I'm just going to do a test. Can you hear me? Wow, it still works. Cool. So I'm able to live stream and use this microphone for, I like using voice commands when I'm coming up with things I want to type that I don't feel like typing. Okay, so let's build a new level here. Actually, let's see, what do we have in here? Golden Room. Maybe I'll just duplicate this level. That's what I'm going to do, because this has everything we need in it to start with, our start points and a few spawn points for our enemy NPCs and our items. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate this level. I'd like to start out with a bit of a template. So we'll just call this, we'll just leave it prototype 1. Room, actually we'll just take out prototype, how about that? Living room 1. Okay, so this is our new level template that we're going to start building out. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started right away, just dragging in some models. Let's see what we can create here. Let's go into our modern house. This is the assets I'll be using. Let's start out with maybe A dining set. How about that? That calls to me. A dining set. Where are we going to put the dining set in this house? We can put it. How about in the center of the house? That's where our dining set's going to be. The center's going to be more like right there. Okay. And then I'm going to move this item spawn. This item spawn over here. Just get them out of the way for a bit. Okay. Actually, I like where that toilet is. So I think I'm going to leave the toilet there. I wonder if we have some walls we can use here. I feel like walls are going to be pretty important in building out a house. Proper level. Let's see, I see some doors, door frames. Yep, I see the doors and door frames, doors, movable doors. I'm not seeing. I know they have walls, but they may have just used a material on just a primitive plane or a box or something like that. Because I've seen it in their template map. So I guess let's go ahead and check out their map. I'm curious to see what they're using for their walls. We can just use whatever they're using. Look at this. They got walls all over the place. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this a... Oh, I see. Their walls are a complete static mesh. Nothing is modular about this at all. So when I move the walls, watch this. It's just the whole room. It's just the whole room. I can't move individual parts of the walls and move anything. That's interesting. They just outlined all this stuff in there. So, okay, how did they make their static mesh, and what is this comprised of? Because I could probably make something like this in Blender. Or I could even just use the primitive objects in Unreal. So I just need to know they're using the material floor wood, and I guess it doesn't, I could just look up, okay, floor and wall. Just use some of these materials. Nolan Williams asks, is this Sims? No, this is a game I'm developing called Catfight. Looks like Sims because we're looking at a model of a house right now, and you see me in kind of God perspective, just kind of moving everything out. It does look very Simish with just seeing the grass patch and the house right there, and me flying around everywhere. But no, this is not Sims. This is Unreal Engine, and I'm just looking at this asset pack right now, trying to figure out how to build out my own level, because the house they have right here is... Oh, is this upstairs its own static mesh too? What are these walls? Floor to interior. It is. It's its own static mesh. Look at this. Whoop. I'm trying to figure out how to build out my level right here. And I think I'm just going to do it by using primitives in Unreal. I don't want to open up Blender right now and deal with the process of the scale and everything. If I can get everything working more directly in Unreal Engine, that would be preferable, I say. I am not going to save that demo map. I just wanted to take a peek at it. Selection mode, modeling. Maybe it's modeling mode. Okay. Box. Should I use a box as a wall? Because I could just scale the box. Okay, let's do that. Then can I extrude it somehow? Or I just set the width right here? Okay. I should make these walls taller, just as tall as the other ones. It's 200. Now we're getting somewhere. See, we're able to make some stuff now. Let's go 50. Let's go skinnier. Let's make our walls not too chunky, but not chunky. Let's go 10. 10 looks good, I think. Alrighty. Can we move this? Yep. We certainly can. I feel like the width can still be bigger, but it doesn't let me drag it higher. Can I just enter a value? I can enter whatever value I want. That is nice. Now we should make... I gotta be careful how I plan this out. Nolan Williams says, did you see your own home differently after doing this type of stuff? Or other homes? Oh yes, Nolan, definitely. Gives you a whole new perspective. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to make a door frame here. This might not be the best way to do it. Oh, they do have door frames in... Can I copy this? We have some static mesh door frames. Okay, I'm going to copy that. That's good. And then can I just drag that? Okay, I drag that out. Now I'm wondering how many of these I just make all static meshes, because it seemed like it just saved that out as its own static mesh. Okay, is that okay? Is that flush with the ground? I guess that's okay. Let me go ahead and grab a door frame. Door frame, that's my main... That's my main concern right now. Door frame. So let's go ahead and look at our meshes and find ourselves a door frame. We have a backside door frame. That's not what I want. That's like to outside. How about a garage door frame? No. How about just a regular door frame? There we go. Door frame. You know, I should have dragged the door frame out before I started making the shape of the box. But that's okay. Can I just extend this out like this? Yeah, let's do that. And then can maybe do the same thing with this one. Now I wonder if I go back into modeling, if I can change any of these. Extract, create, select, deform, model, mesh. Mesh. Try select. Nope, that's not what I want. Model. I don't think that's what I want. Deform. This might be what I want. Vertex. Interesting. Oh wow, yeah, you could like... You got some control here. I didn't know you could do that. So there's got to be a way that I can just... I'm just trying to find a way to select this face right here, and then just push it in a little bit so it goes up to the edge. So maybe it's just select. Can I do no, because I still have like this paintbrush tool. Create. I don't want to create. I just want to deform. I feel like that would be the one. But deforming it's just using the paintbrush tool. I don't want that. Nope. I certainly don't. Well, maybe it can't. Maybe it can only do paintbrush mode. Unless there's something I'm missing, which is also very, very likely. There's a lot of stuff here in Unreal. Nolan says, "Gotta go. Have a beautiful weekend, man." Thank you, Nolan. You as well. Have a beautiful weekend yourself. Cheers. Till next time. Okay, so, well, what happens if I scale this? Okay, snapping is too harsh. Snapping is way too harsh. We need to adjust our snapping adjustments. They're too big. Snap size 10. Oh, scale. Let's see. Do we go down or up? Let's try going down. Ah. Oh, that's much better. And our movement. That's okay. And then, what should we make our walls? What color should we make our? We gotta get a good material here. Material MA. Do we have just a wall material? No, we don't have a wall. MA. Oh, we have what? No, we have way more materials than that. I just don't know the name of. Oh, probably just starts with M. M wall. Let's try wall. Oh, here we go. M wall. There we go. Our white wall, just like the other one. Perfect. It's beautiful. Couldn't have asked for a better wall. Let's go ahead and make this one white as well. Look at that. Another white wall. Beautiful. Now we have a separating thing in the room. Let's go ahead and add a couch. I feel like we need a couch on the other side of the dining room. And then we need to separate out the bathroom. The bathroom needs its own room. And then I feel like even this level, I feel like is going to be too small for how fast everything moves. This is already much bigger than the other house template that was given, but yep, well, oh, there's a little gap here between this wall. Let me fix that. Mirren Games, ... Hello. Hello to you, Mirren. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Games, are you a game player, a game developer? Ah, you tell me. Any way you slice it, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. I am just here developing this game called Catfight, a local multiplayer game. We got items like yarn ball to shoot at each other. We got a laser pointer which will lock on and let you pounce at them from a distance and be a little easier to aim. Right now I'm trying to adjust my snapping size. Is this my translation? Move them 10. Let's try lowering grid size to 50. Is this going to make it move more or less? Oh, that makes it move way more. That's the other way I wanted. So we want to go from 10 to 5, not 10 to 50. Ah, there we go. Much better. Except, nope, we're good. We're golden. Golden. Alright, let's go ahead and save this and let's give it a little test. I just want to see how it feels with a wall in the middle of the room. Okay, look at that. There's a wall there now. Wow. That's amazing. Now, let's go ahead. That is a huge door frame. I mean, I guess I am a cat, so that makes sense. But, woo! I like being able to pounce through the door frame. That's fun. Now, I wonder if in the modeling tools that Unreal has, if they have ways... Oh, this is an issue. We need to make sure we set the collision of all this to, block. Is this door frame blocking? Okay, the door frame is blocking, just not the walls. That's an issue. Grumble Braids says, in the bathroom. Yes, we are in the giant bathroom right now. There it is. The toilet of death. Right now. If you touch the toilet, boop, makes you respawn. But we're going to change that. We're going to change it so the toilet powers you up. Actually, let's do that right now because that's the most important thing that needs to happen. We need to get rid of this hurtable zone right here. Let's put this hurtable zone, if I can grab you. I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to use it for something later. I don't know what. I'm just got to remember it's up there. Okay. And now we take our perchable zone. Let's just grab this guy because this guy is just hanging out. This is our perchable zone. I'm just going to scale him down and fit him over to the toilet. And then things should be good. We just got to make sure this fits over here. And there is a better way of doing this. I might actually turn toilet into his own actor so I don't have to drag this perchable zone over every toilet. But it depends on how many things I'm going to have perchable. Like, I'm going to do couches are going to be perchable too. If we got a bed, that's going to be perchable. So that could be a lot of things I'm making, and it might just be easier to drag out these little overlays. Okay, let's go sit on the toilet now. We got the toilet fixed. Toilet's fixed, everyone. To the toilet. Oh, except it's really hard to jump. I forgot about that. Oh, there we go. I did it. I jumped on the toilet. And now we power up. Yes, we achieve ultimate power and have zoomy state. Yes, we have done it. Okay, let's go ahead and make these walls actually, you know, have collision. That's an important thing for walls. Let's go collision and let's go collision presets, block all. Is that what we're doing? Block all? Yep, I think that's what we're doing. Block all. Let's test it out. Save the map. And boop. Nope, it didn't work at all. Let's take a look at these other walls that are here because these walls are blocking us. So what are their collisions set to? Let's see, collision preset is just set to default. I feel like I should be seeing more collision options, so I'm gonna not search collision. I'm just gonna manually scroll down to collision. Advanced, is this what I'm looking? No, not advanced. Huh, interesting. Where are all the collision options? I feel like there should be more collision options that I'm not seeing. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, maybe I need to generate a collision for this. Maybe it doesn't generate its own collision? I mean, that's a possibility. So let's go over to the model that it created and let's check out its collision channel. Collision. Where's show? Usually there's a show button. Where's my show button? Show collision. Is it over here? Where'd it move to? Did it move? Collision button. Lit, unlit. No. Ooh, we can look at our collision. Oh, I'm not seeing any. Oh, there's collision. It looks like it has collision. Interesting. Well, what are the collision settings set in here? Simple and complex. That should be fine. But let's use complex collision as simple. Let's see if that helps anything. We're on the hunt for getting our collision fixed. Oh, hey, look at that. we have ourselves a wall that we can't jump through anymore. That's a plus. Okay, so now we have our toilet we can jump on. It's kind of hard to jump on the toilet, but you can do it. See, look, I just did it. It's not too hard. And then you can power up. Yes. Power up to ultimate kitty zoomy power. Chase down these rats with our yarn ball. Okay, that's good. Our box is working. So we just have to make a collision every single time for that. That's kind of weird though. I'm surprised they just wouldn't be set up with collision, but I guess there's a reason for everything. Maybe. So okay, let's separate off this bathroom. Should we separate off the bathroom? Yeah, let's separate off the bathroom. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this wall right here, and we're going to add a wall right here. Should be sticking a little bit through the wall. Yeah. There we go. And we'll just copy that. We got ourselves another wall. And let's move the laser pointer. This is the laser pointer item. Let's put that over there. How come these walls seem small? Oh, because these walls are tall. The walls have different heights on them, I see. Interesting. Should I lower the other ones? Let's lower these ones so they're all the same. Or at least close. Oop. There we go. We have our bathroom here. And, you know, I'm thinking this would be easier in Blender. But that's okay. I can use this level too. This is I thought I'd experiment with the modeling tool, but the modeling tool does not work how I was hoping. I was hoping I can just extrude and kind of combine objects, but right now I'm having to deal with all these separate just cube objects, and this is kind of a silly way to kind of work with things. It's not the worst. It is a way, but there are other ways. So I will probably focus on those other ways, which will have their own downfalls as well. But that's okay. That's what experimenting and finding these workflows is all about. Oh, I should probably use the door frame. Again, I didn't learn. I need to grab my door frame. Let's start with the door frame. Grab you. We'll put you right, yes, right there. Okay, and that right side's okay, but then this one can get sunken in a bit. Now our scale is still too drastically of an effect, so let's go ahead and make that less with our snapping. Is that good? Does that fit? Oh, I think that fits. Hurrah! We have a room for the bathroom. How nice. What's this? NPC spawner? Yeah. Maybe we'll just make the NPC spawners in the corner right now. Okay, what other kind of furniture can we get in here? Level's kind of starting to flesh out a little bit. We got a table. We got a room separating the living room and the bathroom. Yeah, I think we're moving along here. So let's go ahead and find what other things we can fill this house out with. How about there's some plants. I mean, that's decor, but I want to do something like a couch where we can have a perchable zone. We got one perchable zone, but we need another perchable zone. Kitchen. Table, toilet paper. Oh, toilet paper. While I'm here, I might as well give the people some toilet paper. I'm not a monster. But I will put the toilet paper in a very awkward place to reach. I guess I'm a little bit of a monster. Here we go. Good luck, people. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's find that couch. Or a shelf. How about this wall shelf? Does this something look like a perchable stand? Oh, maybe. Let's see if we can jump on this thing. I'm going to put this just right here up against the wall. Yeah, that's nice. Can we jump on it? Nope, I don't think so. At least not just from the ground level. Oh wait, let me see something here. I love finding things like this where, can I jump off on the table? Ooh, no. Can I jump on the table if I come from way back here? I'm thinking maybe I could jump on the table and then I could jump on that wall. Yeah! Whoa! That was a little too far. Oh, I did it! I'm on the table! Okay, so I can make the table a perchable zone. I mean, cats like sitting on tables. And oh, I just fell off the table. And then, okay, now I can get on the table. Maybe I can get on the wall. Oh, you can get on there. Okay, that should totally be a perchable zone. I don't know about the table, and I got to figure out where the perchable zones are going to be. I like the one I like above that wall, and I kind of like the table too. I'm gonna do both of them for right now. I'm okay with changing them later. Perch, couch back, perchable zone. We have a static mesh in here that is just not doing anything for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make that not visible. How about that? Invisible. Oh, we just make it hidden in game. Did we do that? Hidden in game that way. That way we can see it in the editor. I don't know why we need to see it, but might make it easier to click on. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that over, and go ahead and make sure that this is only covering the area of the table. Nice. Okay, I think that's good. Then I'll do the same thing. Oh, wait, is that going too low? No, that's not going too low. This is just the static mesh. See, that the static mesh is throwing me off because it's not correctly. Why is it not in the right overlap spot? That's weird. So we just gotta raise you up. Or you know what? I'm just gonna turn it invisible. There we go. Problem solved. I don't need to see it. Duo Mamba says, try playing Minecraft, bro. Hey, Duo Mamba. I was just playing Minecraft last night. What do you say about that? I'm going to go ahead and make this perchable zone right here. Yep. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that should work. Got ourselves a perchable zone on the table and on the wall art shelf, whatever that is. I think it's just a shelf. Okay. Sofa, here we go. Now we're talking. This is what I've been wanting. Sofa. Yeah, sofa. Should we separate the dining room from the sofa? Or should this just be one giant open room? Maybe this will just be a giant open room. That sounds cool. Okay. We have sofa. This is definitely going to need a perchable zone. 100%. Kitties are going to be hanging out on this sofa all day and night, getting their zoomy power. Oop. Get back here. And I'm thinking too, if I did make these into individual actors instead of just manually placing these overlaps on every single one, I could turn them all off at a switch too. So I probably will end up doing that. But for now, I'm going to stick with just dragging in the overlaps manually over where the perchable zones are. We can extend this out a little bit. That way they can perch on both the back and the front. There we go. I think that's good. Let's check it out. Oh, wait, do we have a TV? That'll fill out the room a little bit. We have a laptop. I can hang a laptop on a wall. Come on, there's got to be a TV in here. There's got to be. There's just got to be. Well, I guess there's not. So I guess we're going to go ahead and... Where'd that laptop go? Here it is. This is it. This is what we have for entertainment in this house. This one laptop. It's wall mounted just like this. And actually, I mean, we can get crazy with it. We can make it a giant laptop. Why not? Hey, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe that could be a perchable zone right there on top of the laptop. Is that kind of goofy? I don't know. I want to see right now if I can jump on the couch. Make sure I can power up here. That's important. Yes, it's happening. Get my zoomy state powered up to ultimate kitty power. I'm going to go ahead and jump on this table up here. We're on the table. And then, oh yeah, I want to see if I can jump up onto the cupboard. No, I missed the cupboard. I missed the cupboard. Oh yeah, I want to see if I can jump on the laptop. There's so many things I want to see if I could jump on. I can't jump from there, but maybe if I go back further I can. Because again, the further you go back, the better you're doing. Hey, yeah, it worked that time. Cool. I should make this a perchable zone. Yeah, and maybe... I don't know about the skybox being a sky. I think we need to change that. I think we need to definitely find some different skyboxes. That's okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and... Can't believe there's no TV in here. I mean, I'm okay with the laptop, giant laptop for the moment, but I'm just shocked that a modern house pack wouldn't have a TV. I mean, I could make a TV. I could find a TV. I have other TV models other places. It's not too big of a deal, but you know, I like convenience when things are there ready to use. What else do we have? We have other... No, I don't think we imported any other models. Just some VFX bundles and such. So, okay, let's see what else we can put in this house. What else can we put in here? Go ahead and put some plants in here. How about some decor? Fill out the house a little bit. Then I don't know about just this block just sitting here. I mean, I guess... Sure, why not? Cube. Can I use the same material as this? Boop. Oh. That changed the shape of it. Why did it change the shape of it? That was interesting. I will not use that then. That's okay. Can I just set this plant where I want to? Let's see, is this snapping to the ground? I feel like things aren't snapping to the ground. Let's see if we can change that. Surface snapping. Oh, what is it? Oh, is it locking onto the overlap? Oh, that's not good. It's going to make things hard to work with surface snapping if it sees the overlap. What is this? Is this a perchable zone? What are you? Rat mesh nav bounds. Wait, that's not what I just clicked on. Or I mean, that's not what I was trying to click on. Here we go. I want this one right here. I can't click on it. There we go. Perch tabletop. Okay, yes, that is a perchable zone. That's a bummer. It got in the way of the snapping, but it's okay. I can just move it for now because I don't need anything to be snapped where it's going to be. I guess I could always just move it out of the way. So let's go ahead and just get this over to the laptop so we can make this a perchable zone. Perchable zone, perchable zone. Of course, you gotta sit right on the keys as a cat. Make sure you get all your fur up in the laptop. That's the best way to get the heat. There we go. Perchable laptop zone. And we got a plant right here that we should hopefully be able to drag now. The ground, there we go. Could drag another one or snapped to the surface, not having to worry so much. Let's drag a few plants around here, fill it out a little bit. I don't know what this giant cube is doing here. It was just part of the debug level. So we're just going to go ahead and, should we just delete it? We're just going to delete it. How about that? That makes it easy. What else can we put in here? See, we have a regular table. Oh, how about some chairs? Chairs make sense for a table. Usually. Let's put the chairs on the right side here. Probably be facing away from each other. We got chairs. We have the chairs. Some more. What is this kind of decor? This is kind of weird. Where are you? Just a bowl? Okay, just a bowl. Put one on the other side too. The other person can eat. Gotta move it over to the other side. There we go. Bowls. What else we got in here? Decor. What is this? What are you? Just little blocks? Playing blocks? Okay. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I want to use those. Curtains. Oh, that's right. It's weird that the model packs would come with like pre-made rooms. I mean, people can release whatever they want, but I don't know, make modular stuff so you can remake new rooms instead of being stuck and locked and confined to the one. That's okay. There's a lot of modular stuff in here. That's what these door frames and all this stuff I'm using is for. More for like props, less of the actual like building level. It'd be nice to have some like pre-made walls, which I have seen in other packs. How about some picture frames? There we go. It's going on the wrong axis when it's rotating. That's okay. We could just rotate it. Here, can we rotate it there? Nope, not there. No siree. You can go back to that. And how about we... There we are. Oh, but it's still kind of flipped the wrong way. Nope, not that way. There we go. That's what we needed. And then just copy that, put over here. I think there's another picture. What was the name of it though? Let's see. They have picture 2. So if I just click here, it should be right next to it. Picture 2. There it is. There we go. We got 2 different pictures on there now. Excellent. A socket? Sure. These are all facing the wrong way. Why are they all facing the wrong way? I guess it depends on what it's snapped to. Oh, that is the opposite way it should be. -90? That looks okay. That's such a small thing. I don't want to focus too much on the small things like that. I'd rather fill out bigger details. This floor lamp here, yes. And I feel like there needs to be something going on. Actually, there needs to be something going on in a few places. Where should this yarn ball be? Let's put this yarn ball... Whoa, where'd you go? It's over there for now. A footrest. Oh, this is definitely a perchable zone. Put this by the couch. Feels weird having like 2 perchable zones next to each other, but that's how it is. That's just how it is. Okay. Let's check out. So we're in the bathroom here. We can jump up here. Well, if you can jump up there. So what's going to be... There's going to be different spots that are going to be easier to perch on. Like, I feel like the couch is probably going to be the easiest. Like, that was a pretty easy jump. Let's see. Jumping on the footrest is actually not going to be too easy of a jump, but it's still there if there's someone who wants to... Oh, I got it. Cool. Again, it's going to be learning the timing of these jumps to get to these places, and then we could see our giant laptop screen up there. I wonder if I could jump to the laptop from here. I can. Nice. So we got a couple ways to get to the perpetual zone. Not that you would need to get to here if you were just on that one. Whoop. Okay, and then we have... I'm I'm just gonna chase some of these rats down a little bit. Get back here, rats. Get back here. You take a yarn ball. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm so slow now. Let's go ahead and get our zoomy power back. Zoomy power! Oh, thought I was gonna land on the laptop, but I didn't. Alright, we have zoomy power now. So now we go and chase the rats. I just got one. Throw that at him. Yes, it worked. It picked up my yarn ball again. And I'll just throw it right back at him. Yes, okay. I like how the level is feeling so far. It feels like it's still a little too open here. I feel like we need to either just... I don't know if I want to have another room. I do like the openness. I just feel like we need to have more things to kind of be in the way. Stack of books. What else do we have here? What else do we have here? Magazine? Just kind of like, just like trash. Okay. What else do we have here? A vase? A vase? Let's put it on the floor. Sure, why not? A couple vases here. Bed drawer. Oh, we could put... I was thinking maybe these rooms into like bedrooms. We haven't even really looked at this room over here. So we have... I don't know if we have any beds though. Do we have any beds? Beds, 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 beds. I mean, we have a couch. So you would think maybe we would have a bed. I feel like I've seen a bed. Sofa, sofa, sofa. Sofas aren't beds. Table. No, I guess I could just search, huh? Bed. Hey, there it is. Who would have thought? I just needed to search. Okay, here's our bed. And what's spawning over here? What is this? Oh, we definitely need to make our bed perchable, of course. Here's our laser pointer. Now that can stay in here, I guess. We need to flip this bed around. Yes, we do. Put that against the wall. Okay. What else things can we put in here? Carpet, bedroom. Oh, carpet. Do I just put that under the bed? Like that? That doesn't really change much. Maybe I should change the floor in here to wood. I feel like the carpet isn't the best fit. Let's try some wood. Hey, I know we have a wood material in here. Let's type in wood. How about that? M decor wood. Hey, there's some wood. And then we need to change the bathroom to have a different floor as well. And we can probably get rid of these cubes. Okay, we're starting to fill out the place with color. Looks better with the contrast, I think. Let me give a little run in here. Oh yeah, that does feel much better with the wood floor. It's funny how a simple texture change can change so much. Golden rat. I'll get you. Oh, I moved before my zoomies were charged up. That's okay. I'm charged up now. I'll get him. I need a yarn ball though. Get back here, rat. Get back here. Oh, you're not the golden one, but I'll take you out too. I'll take you out too. We need sound effects too. So sound effects are a big one, obviously. I mentioned having the pitter patter of the catwalk needs to be adjusted. I don't think you can even hear the sound of what's going on right now, but that was the only sound effect I had in here. But we also need something for when you hit a rat, when you're charging up, when you complete your charge, getting an item like a yarn ball or the laser pointer. All these things. Okay, I'm just running around the level, kind of just getting a feel for it, seeing where the rats tend to go, see where I tend to go. Again, it still feels really empty over here. We need to do something about that. What else goes in the living room, though? Oh, thank you, Grumble Braids, for letting me know. You can hear the running noise. So glad to know. Armchair. Oh, here we go. We need some chairs in here. What are chairs going to be doing over here? I don't know. I'm just saying we need chairs all over the place. Maybe this could be like the little the bookshelf corner room, or bookshelf corner. I don't know. I don't know what this is. This going to just be another bedroom? You just have it be another bedroom. How about that? 2 bedrooms. That means I should probably make another wall. I'm going to copy these book shelves as well. And I need to find a better spot for this. Maybe this will be the waiting chair for when you need to go use the bathroom. If someone's taking too long, you need to use the waiting chair. Okay, next up we need walls. Whoop. With door frames. Gotta remember that. That's gonna be the first thing I try to do. Let's get this door frame away from the other door frame. Give some space. Then can we move this wall over? I need to scale it down a bit. That's right, and I wanted to offset this back a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this door frame and door. We're just going to push this back. There we go. Make that room not so big and gives it a little bit more dimensionality, less boxy with these inset walls. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and drag our other wall. We'll do the same thing. We will take our scale it down, finish off the wall, boom. We have ourselves a wall that leads us into the bedroom. Beautiful. Let's just do the same thing over here. Let's go ahead and grab these, copy them on over. And you know, I'm just going to leave that door frame where it is for now. Scale this in a bit so it's not going outside so much. Even though you can't see the outside, it doesn't really matter. Nice. Okay, let's save it and let's check it out. We have ourselves, oh, that's right. I need to get rid of this cube right there. We have ourselves that chair, and we do have openable doors. I don't know if I want to keep the openable doors or not, or just have the open door frames. Yes, we have the bed, and then let me jump up there. Yes, I can jump on the bed. All is good. Oh, this is a happy cat right here. Yug says, "Hey bro, I am 17. Is there any life advice for me?" Plenty of life advice. Where do you want to start? uh, 17 is pretty young. Pretty common to say experiment with the different things. You don't know what you're going to like until you try out some different things. I feel like a lot of people, they jump into something that's big and life consuming before they get a good grasp of what that actually entails, and then before you know it, you've spent a lot of time stuck in something that you don't actually enjoy doing. So experiment with some different stuff and find out what you actually like to do. No matter what you're going to do, learning how to do that thing is going to be a bit of a process. Things often aren't super easy. Hey, what happened to my... Oh, respond me in a different level. That's interesting. Practice whatever you want to do 5 minutes a day. That's another bit of advice I have. It's often hard for us to get over that hump, that barrier of starting to do that thing that you want to do. If you want to progress and get better, whatever it is you want to do, 5 minutes a day. That's, I say, if you're really passionate about that thing and you want to put that time into it, you have to be able to spend at least 5 minutes a day. And I feel like that's a good entry barrier for people to at least, scares people less when people say, or it tends to scare people when people hear things like you need to practice every day for hours on whatever it is that you're trying to do. But if you hear that number's a lot smaller, like 5 minutes, you're a lot more likely to actually start doing that thing. And oftentimes, after you start doing the thing, you end up actually practicing more than the 5 minutes anyways. But even if you only practice the 5 minutes, whatever it is you're doing, if you just do that, you're going to be so much farther ahead in whatever it is you're trying to do in a year. Just look at how much you'll be able to do. It's crazy how much people can progress with such little bits of effort. It's just consistency. Consistency is the key. And there's my life advice for you today. The more you know. Yes, Grumble Braid's got it. Don't experiment with dangerous, stupid stuff. That is a very good point. I'm more talking about, like, if you're interested in a hobby. Well, I guess hobbies can be dangerous and stupid too. Yeah, don't do stupid and dangerous hobbies. How about that? That's a good one. You got it, Yug. Glad to help you out. If you ever got any more questions, you let me know. I'm happy to help answer in any way I can. Okay, so yeah, I'm just still running around in here. I'm really liking how this is feeling so far, especially when there's going to be other cats running around in here. Um, Speaking of, that should be maybe something I think about incorporating maybe some actual NPC cats. I do want this to be focused around playing with other people in a local setting in the same room. Local couch co-op is my jam, or even system link games, LAN games. I feel like those games are a dying breed, but I am here to bring it back, or not let it die. So I'm liking how this is feeling. I'm gonna go ahead and add some more stuff, some more chairs, and I need to make those chairs perchable as well as the beds. The beds are not perchable, so let's go ahead and make the beds perchable. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my favorite thing and grab another perchable actor. But they're really hard to grab. Oh, there it is. I grabbed one. That's all we needed. Now we're golden. Almost as golden as the banana I had this morning. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move this perchable actor into the bed. Now the cats can perch on the bed to their heart's content and they will power up like no other. All right. I'm going to move this over to the other bed as well because we want all the beds to be perchable. Yep, that looks good. Yep, I think so. What else we got here? Are these floors not touching? I feel like I keep on seeing like a little bit of light leak. It only happens when I'm from up here though. I don't know if you could see it on your screen, but at the bottom of these walls, it doesn't happen when I get close. Like when I get close, it looks like there is no gap. So it might just be like a rendering thing. But yeah, like right, yeah, it lights up. Yeah. And that always freaks me out, makes me think that I raised the walls too high. But I guess I could always just go in game and go take a look at the walls and see how they look. Oh, you kind of did the same thing in game. That's funny. So yeah, so when I get close to it, it's fine. No big deal. But as soon as I get right about, yeah, you can see it starts to fade from that left to right. Again, I don't know if you could see it on your screen because, oh, good. Grumble Braids can see it. It's not just me. I'm not going crazy. It happens when you have intersecting meshes and lighting doesn't know what to do with those intersecting meshes. So not too uncommon of a problem, but still a problem. Not that big of a deal. Not a game breaker, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this perchable zone over to this chair as well. Oh, that is not a perchable zone. That is a wall. In this perchable zone on the toilet, I'm noticing is a little offset. We could get that a little bit better positioned, I think. If I can click it. Click, click, click. Come on. There we go. I wonder if there's a way, and I could just look this up. This is just me, just thinking aloud. I wonder if there's a way to make the outlines of these overlap boxes in Unreal Engine a little bit thicker. Because I've always had an issue trying to click these guys because they're so thin. But that's okay. Okay, so now we got that overlap box a little better for the toilet. We could put one here for the chair. We got one there for the chair. That's good. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm not even going to rotate it. We have another chair somewhere. There it is. It's over here. Come on over, overlap box. You have a new home. Right here on Mr. Chair. Yep. Okay. Oh, and this house doesn't have a refrigerator either. Do we got a refrigerator in here? Let's see. This modern house pack doesn't really have as much as I was thinking it was going to have. There's no refrigerator. Grumble Braids says, what kind of psycho puts toilet paper behind the toilet? And you missed it, Grumble Braids. There was a little spiel about that earlier when I was deciding to where to put the toilet paper. I was saying I don't want to leave people without toilet paper. I'm not a monster. And then I started to laugh in my head as I realized I found the perfect place to put the toilet paper. I said, I'm going to give them toilet paper, but they're just going to be really uncomfortable spot to get it. And I said, maybe I am actually a monster because that is a pretty monstrous thing to do. Can you imagine sitting there? Sorry, everyone. I am a monster. Okay. So where were we? We were looking for refrigerators. That's what we were looking for. But we can't find any refrigerators. A heated towel rail. What is this gonna be? I'm gonna put this in the bathroom, even though the bathroom, oh my goodness, the bathroom doesn't have a shower. And I don't think this asset pack even came with the shower. So why would they have the shower rack or whatever this is? Heated towel rail. I assume that's for. Actually, I'm not gonna know what that's for. Heated towel rail. Does that mean it keeps your towels warm? Never heard of such a thing. Okay, it's okay. What else we got in here we can grab? Dun, dun, dun. See, we got some children's furniture. This can go in the other room. Whoa, what is this? Maybe never mind. What is this? This isn't. Is it? What is this? Are you supposed to be rotated? This is like a whole room. I can't tell what this thing is. Maybe I should put this in this room instead of the bed. Kind of looks like a bed. Maybe it's like a little kid bed, special kid bed with all these little cubbies. I don't know. Sure. Let's. Well, I gotta make a decision now because it is quite a bit bigger than the bed. Um, I'm gonna ignore that for right now. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't decide what to do with that. I just wanted a small piece of furniture. That's all I wanted. This is like a cabinet. Hopefully this is smaller than the other piece. Okay, at least it's vertical, so I just wanted something to fill out the room with a little bit. That's much better. There we go. And these walls do look kind of funny because they're so short. Like, I wonder how they would look. And actually, sky sphere. I want to change this sky light, this environment map from the blue sky with the clouds because I want to make it feel like we're like in a house, but I don't want to see any of the sky. Sky sphere. So what is this? If I set that to none. Nope. I'll leave that how it was. Hey. I thought my environment map was in my sky sphere, but I don't see it in there. So what else would it be in? Oh, I have volumetric clouds on. Maybe that's just my issue. I'll just okay. Let's just turn off the volumetric clouds. That's already so much better. Ah, good. Even the blue background, even though it's sky, like that just feels better without the clouds. Because you could still have like blue walls technically. But I do want to change that to not being. Whoa, there goes our light. So I could just get rid of sky atmosphere. Okay, sky atmosphere I think is the one that deals with the blue. So here's where I change the colors. Yep, Rayleigh scattering. I feel like this is our main color. This is our main color. I found it. Okay, we're just like at a white kind of color right there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's less sky looking. It feels like we're just kind of in a void. Kind of creepy. But when you're looking down, oh, there's still clouds up there. Why are there still clouds up there? I know why there's still clouds up there. Because when you make things go invisible in the outliner, they're still visible in the actual game. So we're just going to delete the clouds, not just make them go invisible. There they go. They're gone. Look at that. Problem solved. Feels so much better. Okay. What else can we put in this corner here? Kitchen decor. We don't really have a kitchen. What's this kitchen decor? We don't even have cabinets. Like, what do you expect us to do? What do you expect us to do with your pack of assets without cabinets? So I'm going to delete that thing. I am going to give the bathroom a bathtub because I see a bathtub in here, and you know what? Might as well use it if we got it. Bathtub, where'd you go? Oh, bathtub. I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh. Hate when that happens. Oh, stairs. I don't want to use these, but maybe for something. Another level. No, that looks... There's always like weird little floating bits. This is probably, again, designed with their whole level in mind, which kind of makes it harder to use it when you want to use it with other things. So we'll just ignore that for right now. And I'm going to just keep on looking for... there's a TV stand, but there's no TV. It's interesting. A wall lamp. Can we put that over here? Put that over here in the corner. It seems like a very tiny wall lamp. Let's make this thing much bigger. There we go. Woo! Changed my view there. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I need to rotate these guys. These wall lights. Okay, now this side of the room feels a little empty. This one's feeling a little bit better with the lights and the chair. I still wish we had like a bookcase. We got stacks of books. I mean, I could just put stacks of books all over the floor. This is just a very messy house. No bookshelves. No organization. Nope, none of that. Just books scattered everywhere. This is the library central right here. Just book land. We have a bed lamp. Should I put that on like one of the... Again, that's a really small thing. I'm more focused, or wanting to focus, I should say, on the bigger things that, like the things that physically take up more space in the game. But I don't have too much to choose from, unfortunately, so... I've got slim pickings. I've got to go dig through my asset packs, or look into making some assets, or generating some assets, or something of the sort. But make do with what we got right now. Kitchen decor. I want to know what these things are. What is this? Some sort of bamboo roller? I don't know. There's another one right here too. What are you? What are you? I don't know. I'm gonna delete them because we don't have cabinets. We don't have cabinets, and that's an issue. Tumbler? What's a tumbler? You know, like a tumbler, the glass tumbler, but this doesn't look like that kind of tumbler. So what kind of tumbler is this? This looks like a button. Don't know about that. We have different sofas in here too. Like maybe I'll just put another sofa in here. Why not? It's gonna be sofa central. Oh. Sofa 2. Do we use sofa? Which one was that? Sofa 1 or sofa 2? Okay, we used sofa 2 already. So let's change it up and use sofa 1, which is pretty close to being the same as sofa 2. That's okay though. It's different, maybe. Okay, we have our sofa. We're gonna need more perchable zones on these sofas. And I'm definitely gonna be making these sofas and other actors into pre-made perchable zones, so I could just drag them in for future levels. Because yeah, I don't want to be dragging these overlap zones over everything. That's just ridiculous. So that's good right there. Yeah, let's add a few more things. Maybe run around a little bit more, and then we'll call it for right now. Yep. Bathroom sink. Okay, I found. Getting desperate here. Fill out the bathroom with something. Isn't that nice? They have a bathroom sink. If only they had a bigger counter space. But that's okay. I think there's a mirror too. Let's give them a mirror. That goes with the bathroom sink. I would say it does. Yes, sirree. Oh, that's right. I could just type in mirror. There it is. There's our mirror. For some reason, it's flipped a weird way. That's okay. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. Oh, is that the right way? That's a black mirror. Let's see if it flips. Nope. Okay, that was the right way. It's just the way that the reflections are rendering, which is okay. I did set reflections to be very low on the priority list, so the reflections may not even do anything. Yep, it just looks like they're... In fact, the material might not even be set to correctly either. That could also be a potential thing that's going on. But that's okay. Let me move. I noticed this is offset a little bit from the sink, so let's go ahead and move this over just a little bit. There we go. Hurrah. Got a laser pointer. Okay. Jump up here on the bed. I'm going to get my zoomies. Rah, powering up. We got our zoomies. Whew. I realized when we go in zoomy mode, we should probably have more of like a wide angle lens. Give that extra feel for speed, as well as be able to see more what you're running at and with and to and all that stuff. Yeah, landed on him. Yeah, this tracing system when you're pouncing really helps you aim at where you're gonna land. Woo! And now we're in zoomy mode. Yeah, this is a good feeling level so far. Oh, I need to get rid of that brick right there. And let's see, make sure I can jump up on this chair. Oop. Oh, game ended before I can try to get on the chair. That's okay. All right. I feel like I've made some good progress here, given the limitations I've had with between the modeling tool not working as I expected. I thought I'd be able to extrude out some walls, but instead I had to manually just drag and scale all these different boxes out, which is okay. That's a way to do it. But in Blender, I have certain plugins where I could just draw out a floor plan from a top view and just extrude all the walls all up at once, and it would have just cut the time drastically. Then the other issue is just not having enough assets. It's still a little bit bare bones here. It's having to use the laptop as the TV screen. We only got one couch. It's interesting because this is a different kind of couch. Let me double check here. Static mesh sofa and sofa 2. Yeah, it says there are two different kind of couches, but they look very similar. Like, let's see here. There's like a big pillow on the right, a little pillow on the left. You got arms on the left and right. Backrest. The L's on the right side. And then this one, I guess the armrest on the left side comes up a little bit more. Is that the difference? No, I don't know. They look very similar to me. So anyway, my point being, we don't have this many assets, and there's a lot of stuff just on the ground right now. Like if I could get some more counters, especially for like if we're gonna have a kitchen area, having counters would probably be important. I wanted a bookshelf area, but instead, look at this. Look at what we got here. We just got books just on the ground, just thrown on the ground like no big deal. Yeah, so we'll see what we're gonna do about these assets. So my plan of attack going forward is, I think, next level. I'm gonna create the whole outline in Blender. The whole skeleton of the walls, the door frames, or I should just say where the door entrances are going to be. All of that stuff's going to be done in Blender. And then for the assets, I'm going to dig through my assets, see what I could find, and if I can't find anything that's worthwhile of using, I'm going to have to generate some. And I know there's some pretty good development out there with the 3D generation. I'd love to sculpt all the models myself, and maybe I'll do some of that too. There might be some certain models I want to sculpt myself, but yeah, we need some more assets right now. But hey, this is pretty good so far. Got some golden rat trapped in here. Yeah, got him. Got my yarn ball. Where are you going? Get back here. Get back here. Ha, silly rat. Jump up here on this. Oh, there we go. All right, so that's the game plan for next time. Thank you all for stopping by. Until next time, catch you later. I'm going to be working on some of this here and there. This cat fighting game, again, inspired by local multiplayer fun, system link action, all the good stuff that brings you connected into the same rooms as your friends you're playing with. Okay, rant over. I'm out. See you next time. Toodaloo. Oh, we got a high. Wait, did we get a high? No, we didn't. Okay. Bye.